History remembers the bold. Those who dare to challenge the status quo, to reshape the world in their image, are the ones who leave an indelible mark on the annals of time. Welcome to Cryptic Mystic Vault, where we unravel the secrets of ancient mysteries. These are the individuals who, through sheer force of will and vision, alter the course of history. They are the architects of change, the harbingers of new eras. Tariq ibn Ziyad, a name whispered in the winds of time, is one such figure. His story is one of audacity and ambition, a tale that has been passed down through generations, growing more legendary with each retelling. A man shrouded in mystery, his origins remain debated. His early life, a tapestry woven from fragments and speculation. Was he a Berber freedman, his destiny forged in the fires of North Africa, a man who rose from humble beginnings to become a formidable warrior and leader? Regardless of his beginnings, Tariq's rise was meteoric. His ascent through the ranks of the Umayyad Caliphate was nothing short of extraordinary. He ascended through the ranks of the Umayyad Caliphate, his military prowess undeniable, his strategic mind a weapon as sharp as any scimitar. His name echoed through the halls of power, reaching the ears of Musa ibn Nusayr, the Caliph's own governor in North Africa. Recognizing Tariq's potential, Musa entrusted him with a perilous mission: to lead a reconnaissance force across the treacherous Strait of Gibraltar. Little did either man know this expedition would ignite a firestorm of change, forever altering the fate of Europe. This was no mere scouting mission, it was a foray into the unknown. Tariq and his men were venturing into uncharted territory with no guarantees of success or survival. Across the strait lay the Visigothic kingdom of Hispania, a land ripe with opportunity. A kingdom that, despite its outward appearance of strength, was weakened by internal strife and teetering on the brink of collapse. For Tariq ibn Ziyad, the whispers of destiny spoke of conquest, not reconnaissance. He saw an opportunity to change the course of history, to leave a legacy that would be remembered for centuries. The Strait of Gibraltar, once a barrier, would become a gateway, a portal through which Tariq would march, not as a scout, but as a conqueror. Tariq's boldness and vision would lead to the establishment of a new era, one that would forever change the landscape of Europe. His name would be etched in the annals of history, a testament to the power of ambition and the indomitable spirit of a true leader. The year is 711 AD, a year that would mark the beginning of a monumental shift in the history of the Iberian Peninsula. Imagine the sun-drenched shores of North Africa, where the mighty Roman Empire had once held sway. These lands, rich in history and culture, were now under the influence of a new and rising power. Now the winds of change carried the whispers of a new power, the Umayyad Caliphate, its heart pulsing with the fervor of Islam. This was a time of great expansion and ambition for the Caliphate. From Damascus to the Maghreb, their empire stretched, a testament to their military might and administrative prowess. The Umayyads were not just conquerors, they were builders of cities, patrons of the arts, and bearers of a new cultural renaissance. Yet, across the narrow stretch of water known as the Strait of Gibraltar lay a land shrouded in mist and rumour, the Iberian Peninsula, ruled by the Visigothic kingdom. This land, with its own rich tapestry of history, was now a beacon of opportunity for the ambitious Umayyads. Word reached the Caliphate of Hispania's riches. Fertile lands, bustling cities, and a kingdom weakened by internal strife. The tales of its wealth and the discord among its rulers were too tempting to ignore. The Visigothic king Roderick had ascended to the throne amidst whispers of treachery and usurpation. His rule was marked by controversy and conflict, making his kingdom vulnerable to external threats. His rule was contested, his grip on power tenuous. The nobles of his court were divided, some loyal, others plotting against him, creating an atmosphere ripe for invasion. To the south, across the strait, the ambitious eyes of the Umayyad Caliphate saw not just a land of opportunity, but a kingdom ripe for the taking. The strategic importance of the Iberian Peninsula was clear to them. The whispers grew louder, carried on the salty sea air. These whispers spoke of a land divided, a kingdom on the brink of collapse, and an opportunity for conquest. Tales of disgruntled nobles, yearning for a change in power, reached the ears of Musa ibn Nusayr, the Umayyad governor of Ifriqiya. He was a man of vision, always looking for ways to expand the caliphate's influence. He saw a chance to expand the caliphate's borders, to spread the word of Islam, and perhaps to acquire unimaginable wealth and glory in the process. The potential rewards were immense, both materially and spiritually. But first, he needed a commander, a leader who could navigate the treacherous waters of war and diplomacy, someone who could inspire the troops and lead them to victory. His gaze fell upon Tariq ibn Ziyad, a man whose loyalty was unquestioned, whose military acumen was renowned. Tariq was known for his strategic brilliance and his ability to lead men in battle. To Tariq, Musa entrusted a small force, a mere reconnaissance party, to test the waters, to gauge the strength of the Visigothic defences. This mission was crucial, as it would determine the feasibility of a larger invasion. Little did they know, this small expedition would become the spark that ignited a conflagration, forever altering the course of history. The actions of this small group would set in motion events that would change the face of the Iberian Peninsula. The fate of Al-Andalus hung in the balance, waiting for Tariq to tip the scales. The decisions made in these early days would have far-reaching consequences, shaping the future of the region for centuries to come. As Tariq and his men prepared for their mission, they were acutely aware of the stakes. The Iberian Peninsula was a land of great potential, and its conquest would bring immense prestige to the Umayyad Caliphate. Scholars and strategists back in the Caliphate debated the best approaches, weighing the risks and rewards. The invasion of Hispania was not just a military endeavor. It was a calculated move that required careful planning and execution. The soldiers trained rigorously, their weapons forged with precision. Every detail was attended to, as they knew that their success depended on their preparation and unity. Under the vast night sky, the soldiers contemplated their mission. They were not just fighting for conquest, they were part of a larger vision, a grand narrative that sought to spread their faith and culture. As dawn broke over the horizon, Tariq and his men set out on their journey. The air was filled with anticipation and resolve. They were about to embark on an adventure that would be remembered for generations. When they finally landed on the shores of Iberia, they were met with a land of beauty and promise. The first steps of their journey were cautious but filled with determination. As they marched through the landscape, they encountered local inhabitants, some curious, others wary. The interactions were a mix of diplomacy and caution as they sought to understand the land they aimed to conquer. Tariq addressed his troops, instilling in them a sense of purpose and unity. His words were a rallying cry, a reminder of the mission's importance and the glory that awaited them. The preparations for battle were meticulous. Every soldier knew their role, every piece of armor was checked and rechecked. The tension was palpable, but so was the resolve. The first skirmishes with the Visigothic forces were intense. The clash of swords, the cries of battle, and the strategies employed by Tariq showcased his military genius. The aftermath of battle was a mix of victory and loss. Soldiers tended to the wounded, and the reality of their mission set in. They had made their mark, but the journey was far from over. Tariq looked over the battlefield, contemplating the future. He knew that this was just the beginning. The fate of Al-Andalus was still undecided, but the scales were beginning to tip in their favor. The sun set over the horizon, casting a golden glow over the Iberian Peninsula. The land was now a canvas for the Umayyad Caliphate's ambitions, and the story of Al-Andalus was just beginning to unfold. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more mind-blowing discoveries and thrilling adventures into the past. As the sun rose over the new horizon, the land of Hispania was no longer a distant dream but a tangible reality for the Umayyad forces. The initial skirmishes had tested their mettle, but now a more significant challenge lay ahead. The fate of Al-Andalus was not just in the hands of soldiers, but in the hearts of the people who would shape its future. The year is 712 AD. Tariq ibn Ziyad's forces had secured their foothold, but the real battle was just beginning. The Visigothic kingdom, though weakened, was far from defeated. King Roderick, rallying his forces, prepared for a decisive confrontation. The Battle of Guadalete was looming, a clash that would determine the destiny of the Iberian Peninsula. Imagine the tension in the air as two great armies prepared to face each other. On one side, the Visigothic forces fighting to defend their homeland and their legacy. On the other, the Umayyad troops driven by the promise of glory and the spread of their faith. The stage was set for an epic confrontation, a battle that would echo through the annals of history. As the two armies clashed, the sound of swords and shields filled the air. Tariq's strategy and leadership shone through as his forces maneuvered with precision, exploiting the weaknesses of the Visigothic lines. The battle was fierce, each side fighting with unparalleled determination. The fate of Al-Andalus hung in the balance, with every sword stroke and every battle cry. In the end, it was the resilience and tactical brilliance of Tariq's forces that turned the tide. The Visigothic army, despite their valor, was overwhelmed. King Roderick fell in the chaos, and with his fall, the Visigothic resistance crumbled. The Umayyad victory at Guadalete was not just a military triumph. It was a turning point in the history of the Iberian Peninsula. With the Visigothic kingdom's power broken, the doors to Al-Andalus were wide open. The Umayyad forces, now bolstered by their victory, began their march through the peninsula. City after city fell to their advance, and the vision of a new land, rich in culture and diversity, began to take shape. But conquest was just the beginning. The real challenge lay in uniting this diverse land under the banner of the Umayyad Caliphate. It was a task that required not just military might, but wisdom and diplomacy. The new rulers of Al-Andalus sought to blend the rich cultural heritage of the Iberian Peninsula with the vibrant traditions of the Islamic world. Scholars, architects, and artists were invited to Al-Andalus, creating a melting pot of ideas and innovations. The cities of Cordoba, Seville, and Granada blossomed into centers of learning and culture. The fusion of Roman, Visigothic, and Islamic influences gave birth to a unique civilization, one that would leave an indelible mark on history. The story of Al-Andalus is a testament to the power of vision and the potential of cultural synthesis. It is a reminder that history is not just a series of battles and conquests, but a tapestry woven from the threads of diverse traditions and shared aspirations. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more mind-blowing discoveries and thrilling adventures into the past. As the dust settled from the initial conquests, Al-Andalus entered a period of unprecedented growth and prosperity. The Umayyad Caliphate, under the wise leadership of its rulers, began to transform the newly acquired lands into a beacon of civilization. The year is 756 AD. Abd al-Rahman I, a survivor of the Umayyad dynasty's fall in Damascus, arrived in Al-Andalus and established himself as the Emir of Cordoba. His vision was clear: to create a society where knowledge and culture flourished. Imagine the bustling streets of Cordoba, a city that would soon become a symbol of enlightenment and progress. Scholars from all corners of the known world flocked to its libraries and universities. The great mosque of Cordoba, with its stunning arches and intricate designs, stood as a testament to the architectural brilliance of the era. The fields of science, medicine, and philosophy saw remarkable advancements. Al-Andalus became a melting pot of ideas where Muslim, Christian, and Jewish scholars worked side by side, translating ancient texts and pushing the boundaries of human knowledge. But it wasn't just intellectual pursuits that defined this golden age. The arts flourished as well. Poets composed verses that celebrated the beauty of life and love, while musicians created melodies that resonated through the palaces and gardens of Al-Andalus. The fusion of different cultural elements gave rise to a unique artistic expression that captivated the hearts and minds of its people. Trade and commerce thrived, connecting Al-Andalus to the far reaches of the known world. The bustling markets of cities like Seville and Granada were filled with goods from Africa, Asia, and Europe. This exchange of goods and ideas enriched the cultural tapestry of Al-Andalus, making it one of the most vibrant and diverse societies of its time. Yet, this golden age was not without its challenges. The rulers of Al-Andalus had to navigate complex political landscapes both within their territory and with neighboring Christian kingdoms. Balancing power and diplomacy required skill and foresight. Despite these challenges, the legacy of Al-Andalus endured. Its contributions to science, art, and culture would ripple through history, influencing generations to come. The spirit of cooperation and mutual respect that defined this period serves as a powerful reminder of what can be achieved when diverse cultures come together in pursuit of common goals. The story of Al-Andalus is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the boundless potential of cultural synthesis. It reminds us that our greatest achievements often arise from our ability to embrace and celebrate our differences. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the remarkable history of Al-Andalus. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more incredible stories and insights into the past. As the Golden Age of Al-Andalus began to wane, the region faced new challenges that would ultimately lead to its decline. The year is 1031 AD. The once unified Umayyad Caliphate of Cordoba has fractured into a patchwork of smaller, rival taifas or kingdoms. Political fragmentation and infighting weakened the region, making it vulnerable to external threats. The Christian Reconquista, a centuries-long series of campaigns by Christian states to recapture territory from Muslim rule, gained momentum. Kingdoms like Castile, Aragon, and Leon began to push southward, reclaiming lands that had been under Muslim control for centuries. Despite these mounting pressures, the spirit of Al-Andalus endured. The taifas, though divided, continued to foster a rich cultural and intellectual life. Cities like Seville, Granada, and Valencia remained centers of learning and artistic expression. However, the internal strife and external threats proved too great to overcome. By the late 15th century, the once great civilization of Al-Andalus was reduced to the Emirate of Granada, the last Muslim stronghold in the Iberian Peninsula. The year is 1492. The Catholic monarchs Ferdinand and Isabella successfully besieged Granada, marking the end of Muslim rule in Spain. The fall of Granada was a poignant moment in history, symbolizing the end of an era. Yet the legacy of Al-Andalus lives on. Its contributions to science, art, and culture continue to inspire and inform modern society. The architectural marvels, such as the Alhambra and the Great Mosque of Cordoba, stand as enduring testaments to the ingenuity and creativity of its people. The spirit of intellectual curiosity and cultural synthesis that defined Al-Andalus serves as a powerful reminder of the potential for human achievement when diverse cultures come together. As we reflect on the Twilight of Al-Andalus, we are reminded that even in the face of decline, the seeds of knowledge and creativity can endure, leaving a lasting impact on future generations. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the remarkable history of Al-Andalus. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more incredible stories and insights into the past.